Welcome back and thanks for tuning in. I'm Titus with Sooner Auto Solutions, and we back again today with another video working on the 2500. Last video we installed the running boards by Amp Research. Listen, and I could not be more pleased with the installation and also the functionality. Today what we're gonna work on is probably one of the most controversial installs on any vehicle after rolling off the assembly line, and that is cab lights. So obviously there's a lot of talk about installing cab lights after the fact. Frankly, in my opinion, if you do it right, you shouldn't have any issues, but I do understand that sometimes people cut corners and don't do it the appropriate way, and end up with leaks inside the cab. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk you guys through how I like to do it, and I've done it several times in the past without issue. So I'm gonna walk you through some of the products that I use, a more simple way to install it versus using like those square connectors that they send out, and then how to seal up the vehicle after you install it to prevent leaks from the inside. So yeah, real quick video, should be down and dirty. Like I said, let me get set up here, and then I'll walk you guys through step by step of what I'm gonna do to get it installed. All right, stay tuned. All right, here's what we got, and I'll try to remember. I've had these for a while. I'll try to remember the make and model. I tossed the box, but I remember the make and model, and then I'll put the link down in the description below. But I kind of went with an OEM style. It's not the low profile one. It's got more like the bubble shape to it, because I just like it to look like it came from a factory. But I did go with a all black light, but it's gonna light up yellow, amber. It's gonna light up amber. Let me be official. And then I got tape and a pen so I can get the measurements right. I got the factory measurements, exactly where it would have been from factory. Black wire to connect the grounds, and then I got a red wire to connect to tie in all of the power. Grommets. Listen, I've seen a lot of people just use silicone around the hose when they drill to put the wires through. That's not really my way of doing it, because you run the risk of really not getting that hose sealed up, and it could rub these wires, fray them after a while, just from, and then you end up with a short. So what I like to do is just drill it, use these smaller grommets right here around the hole, run the wires through, then put a little silicone on top just to seal it up. Okay, here's what we got so far. I taped it down so we can write on it to get the measurements down, and started with putting the center one in, which is about 27 7/8 from this edge all the way to the center, and then centered the center light on that. And then from there I went 5 inches up from this seal up to the edge of the light, 5 inches, and then 4 1/4 from this edge of this seal over to here, and then this from here to here is from inside there to back over to this light is 12 inches, and then that's the same from over on that side. Did the same measurements from both sides. use that tape in the middle so that I can visually see from the front that that's in the center. So let me show you guys. So that's what we're looking at like right now. Like I said, you could easily see, well, I got that tape up there, so it's probably hard to see, but those, the left light is in the right position, the right light is in the right position, that center light is straight down the center. So I'm gonna get the tap out now. I mean the punch out now, punch out the holes, and then I gotta get on the inside of here because I gotta pull this headliner down too. So let me get the tools out for that, and then I'll show you guys how to take this down. All right, take this down. There's a Phillips head screwdriver, Phillips head screw in the back here. And then there's just clips holding the front on. So pull the screw down, and then I might need 2 hands to do this part, but let's see if I can get this going. Oh, of course. There go 2. All right. And then the next part is you're gonna need a T15 to get these liners down. These visors down. So let me get these down on both sides, and then I'll take these columns off here, and then we should be able to drop the headliner down a little bit, just enough so we can drill the holes through and start tapping the wires. Okay, we got the side pillars taken off. We got the center console up top taken off. Both of the visors taken off. And don't forget to detach this oh shit handle. Excuse me. Don't forget to attach this oh crap handle. And as you can see, like I said, what you want is just a little bit of flexibility in here. If it was a single cab truck, I probably would take the whole headliner out, but it really ain't necessary for what we're about to do. All I need to do is get access to where the screws are gonna come in, and then also just for the sake of running wire, be able to attach the wire loom to this, and I'm gonna run down that side over there to tap into the headlights over there, the running lights. So let me get back up top and center punch the holes that I need to drill, double check the measurements one more time, and then go ahead and commit to this thing. Yeah. Well, that was bound to happen. minus the paint peeling off from the tape, because this paint is just really cheap. I got to get the whole truck repainted eventually, but here's what we got so far. I can tell you right now, those washers that come with the kit, just throw those out. After we get, they rip immediately once you start cinching this down, but after we get everything tested, I'll come back and cover these screw heads right here with some black silicone to prevent leaks from coming from there. And then I put silicone just around the base. This has a rubber seal, but I put silicone just around the base and then squeeze it down and then tighten it down so that no water should be able to get through there. I put silicone on both sides of the screws and then pulled the wires through. So I'm gonna go do the other side and then do the center, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. All right, after spending entirely too long fooling around with this, here's where we at. Again, the paint just peeled off with that tape. This is really crappy paint. You can see I gotta get this whole thing repainted, so, but they on there, I mean, secure. Like I said, silicone underneath the bottom. You can see it kind of like oozing out a little bit around the edge. That'll prevent the rainwater from rolling in and getting underneath there. Plus, I sealed off the screws from the back end. And then, like I said, once I get these working, tested out, then I'll come back and put a dab of silicone on the top of all these screw heads so that you won't be able to see water won't be able to penetrate through there. But let's see what it looked like from the front. Yes, sir. I'm liking it. In my opinion, I think all the HD trucks should have came with cab lights, but you know, this one didn't, and I'm thankful for that too, because then I can install my own, you know. But yeah, now let me get in here and get to wiring them, get this panel off here so I can expose the lights down here, the wires down here, because I'm gonna tap into the parking lights and the nighttime lights too. So essentially for the lights, what I want, I don't know how other people do it. A lot of people I see just put on the parking lights. I only want those lights to come on at nighttime. That's it, you know. So whatever light, I gotta remember which wire to plug it into, but whichever one is the night sensing lights that causes the other lights to come on, then I'll tap into those so they'll come on when the sun is down. So let me get started on that, and then I'll try to film some of it so you guys can see what I'm gonna do, but it's pretty simple. I'm going you know, ground to ground to ground, all the way over to here. Same with the power, all the way over to here, and then you know, looming it up and then dropping it down over to here. So let me get let's try to get this camera set up, and then I'll pull the dash off and expose the lights right here, and then get started on wiring it. All right, let me get y'all caught up to speed here. Start on this side. Just wire this light in coming from the top down there. Wrap it up and then ran it all the way over. Used a quick tap to tap it in right there, and then loomed it up and run it over to the other side. That's where it's coming down right now. Yeah, since it's coming down over here, you can see it's connected. Since it's gonna have to tie in right here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this fuse that came with the kit and solder it in. It'll be tucked in behind that pillar cover. I just feel like that'd be easier to access than taking all of this out if I put it behind here. So let me get this off again, and then get this wired up. All right, so let me show you what I got wired up here, just in case it's the same. And please believe that this might be different depending on what year you have, and also what features you have. Mine is 4-wheel drive. I got fog lights, so check your wiring schematic before you rely on what I'm saying is gospel. But in order for me to wire this up where it operates with the running lights and it only comes on at the nighttime, for me that wire is brown and white. Brown wire with a white stripe. And then obviously the ground is the ground. So I've already wired it up and tested it. Yeah, it threw me for a loop, but I couldn't figure out why, but it was because I was inside of my building, so the running lights was on, but I pulled out, and then checked it, and as soon as you pull the truck outside into the light, those lights turn off. So let me just give you guys a good look what we got going on. All of them's working, they're looking beautiful. All right. Got it all back together now. Hey man, it's like it never happened. You know what I mean? Headliner back up. Oh, and adjust the mirror. Get that set up. And then, hey, the piece that resists storms. Yes, sir. She coming together now. But that's gonna do it for this one. If you like what you saw, listen, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share a post. You know, it's free. You can help your boy out. Let your friends know there's a channel out here that's simplifying automotive repair and taking the guesswork out of routine maintenance. That's gonna do it for this one. Peace.